everyone, it's Ruble here. Japanese sake has become super popular all around the world. And I know so many of you want to try sake when you come to Japan, right? So today, I'm going to give you a complete guide to Japanese sake, whether you're drinking it here in Japan or buying a bottle to take home as a gift. Japanese Sake Complete Guide. In Japan, there are 3 main types of traditional alcohol. 1. Made from rice. 2. Made from sweet potatoes. 3. Made from barley. Sake refers to the one made from rice. The sweet potato one is called imo shochu, and the barley one is mugi shochu. All 3 are traditional, but when people outside Japan say sake, they usually mean Nihonshu, the rice-based sake. And that's exactly what we'll focus on in this video. Over 10,000 sake brands in Japan. Can you believe there are over 10,000 sake brands in Japan? With so many choices, it's totally normal to think, what should I order? Let's break it down simply. The 2 main ingredients are rice and water. But here's the cool part. Japan grows rice varieties unique to each region, and the water quality also changes depending on the area. That's why sake one region can taste completely different sake in another. There are also many brewing methods, but don't worry, we'll skip the complicated science today. So, what makes each sake taste different? The biggest factor is whether it's sweeter or drier. But beyond that, there are fruity sake, fragrant sake, light and crisp ones, and rich, bold ones. With over 10,000 types, you'll definitely find one that's perfect for you. Follow the proper way to drink sake. Sake usually has an alcohol content between 15% and 22%. But many people feel it tastes lighter than the number sounds because of how it's brewed. Here's something unique about sake. You can drink it chilled or warmed up, but there are some really important things to know. Drinking sake cold. When drinking sake cold, don't add ice. Unlike cocktails, sake is meant to be enjoyed in its pure form. The simplest way is to chill the bottle in the fridge. Easy, right? But it takes a little time. Another very Japanese style is to place the sake in a special glass container and set it in ice water to cool. It looks elegant and traditional, great for the full experience. And if you don't have the container? No problem. Just put the bottle itself in ice water. Works just fine. Drinking sake warm. When warming sake, pour it into a special small container called a tokuri. Then place that container in hot water. Super important. Never boil sake directly in a pot. If it boils, the delicate flavors are completely destroyed. Remember, sake is best enjoyed without adding ice or water. Think of it like wine. You drink it in its natural state. Of course, if you're in a Japanese bar or restaurant, don't worry. They'll serve it in the best condition for you. The price and value of Japanese sake. Sake prices can vary a lot depending on the brand. Let's look at a standard 300 milliliter bottle. Cheap sake might be around 500 yen, about $3.50 USD. Premium sake can be around 4,000 yen, about $27 USD. And for the ultra rare ones, believe it or not, some bottles go over 300,000 yen. That's more than 2,000 US dollars for just 300 milliliters. But here's something different from wine or whiskey. Sake is usually meant to be enjoyed fresh. It doesn't become more valuable just because it's aged for decades. The unique taste comes from the rice type, the water, the ratios, and the brewing method. And these brewing secrets are carefully protected by each sake maker. That's why no other company can perfectly copy a famous sake brand. Prices often reflect history and reputation. The brands that generations of Japanese people have loved naturally become more expensive. But does that mean cheaper sake is low quality? Not at all. With over 10,000 brands and new ones appearing every year, there are plenty of affordable sake that taste amazing. In fact, one of the best parts of drinking sake is the fun of discovering your own favorite. High-class Japanese sake that is very popular in Japan. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the fancy and super popular sake brands in Japan. Kubota series. Kubota is a high-end sake that's fruity and a little sweet. It's super easy to drink, even if you're totally new to sake. That's why it's loved by so many people. There are 3 main grades in the Kubota lineup: Manju, Senju, and Hyakuju. Manju is the most premium one. A 720 milliliter bottle of Manju costs around 4,000 yen. That's about $27. Dasai series. You've probably heard of this one, Dasai. It's famous not only in Japan, but also around the world. Tons of sake lovers swear by it. The price range is pretty wide, from about 2,000 yen all the way up to 50,000 yen for a 720 milliliter bottle. That's about $13 to $340. Their ultra-premium lineup includes Dasai Beyond and also special editions like Dasai 23 Centrifuge and Dasai 23 Hayata. Reikyo series. Now this is on a whole other level. Reikyo is considered one of the most expensive sake series out there. We're talking over 400,000 yen for a 500 milliliter bottle. That's more than $2,700. It's brewed in an extremely cold region with a very unique method, and it's meant to be enjoyed chilled. Most Japanese people have never even tried it. It's like a dream sake that only a few can ever taste. Nizawa series. And then there's Nizawa, another high-end sake brand. Prices start at about 50,000 yen for 720 milliliters. That's over $330. Some bottles even go for over 1,000,000 yen. One really cool thing about Niizawa is the bottle design. Famous creators from Japan and around the world design their labels. So honestly, each bottle looks like a piece of luxury interior decor. Enjoying sake on a trip to Japan. When you're traveling in Japan, you can usually order sake at restaurants. But keep in mind, some casual spots like quick lunch cafes, ramen shops, or curry shops might not serve it. The selection depends on the restaurant. Some places might only have one type of sake, while others offer more than 10 kinds. And usually, the quality of sake matches the price level of the food. So if it's a high-end restaurant, expect high-end sake. If it's casual, the sake will be casual too. Some restaurants really specialize in sake, and in those places you might even find rare top-tier bottles. Pro tip: if you want to enjoy sake without spending too much, go to an izakaya. An izakaya is basically a Japanese-style pub where you can enjoy drinks and lots of small dishes. And the best part? You can find an izakaya near pretty much every train station in Japan. Buy Japanese sake as a souvenir. Okay, so what if you want to buy sake to take home? You've got a few options. The easiest place is a convenience store. Japan has convenience stores everywhere, so you won't have any trouble finding one. But the sake sold there is usually cheap, everyday stuff for locals, not the fancy kinds. If you want something high quality, go to a department store. In Japan, department stores often have a huge food section in the basement. There's usually a sake corner there, sometimes even with staff who can explain the differences between bottles. Just keep in mind, most staff don't speak English, so it's a good idea to use a translation app when asking questions. Another great option is Don Quixote. Yes, the famous Japanese discount store. A lot of tourists already shop there, and they carry everything from affordable sake to really expensive bottles, all at discounted prices. So if you're planning a trip to Don Quixote, definitely check out their sake section too. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing, right? On your trip to Japan, don't miss the chance to enjoy Japanese sake. It's truly a part of the culture here. And hey, here on the Earth Japan channel, I'll be sharing lots more tips and guides to make your Japan trip even better. So stay tuned and I'll see you next time. Bye!